Tá sé sinna le tóicína seo sean daon seo. Do you know the work, the ongoing work that we do here with sound recordings? And that's what you'll hear when you come in here. If you wish. Some of your ancestors maybe. You're making it on your visit. Is it a piece of music that I composed in about 1998? And I composed it about an island that's offshore down here. Farewell to Innisfrúan. Bale unwitted the mouth of the Mullet, because the Mullet is the channel between Blacksod Bay and Broadhaven Bay, where the canal was dug up back then, and the boats were allowed to go through. We live here in Cartron, which means a quarter of land. You know, it comes from old Latin name of quattro, Cartur. It's the most westerly part on the west coast of Ireland. The loneliest at times, but when tourists and visitors come in here, they can't get over the tranquility. You stand outside and you look out into the ocean and the bay, Cartron Bay. It's quiet now. 40 years ago it wasn't. It was full of boats, fishing boats and tourist boats. Belmullet has evolved. Well, this building we are in at the moment now was built 40 years ago. And what I was doing here is my trade since I was 12 years old was carpentry, reproducing old types of furniture and repairing old furniture and planning and reconstructing. But that's the way it was, and there was always plenty of timber kept on the side. Native timber. Yes, Misha Porrica Samarahu, or Pap Murphy as Torres Shear. That's the name that was given to me when I was a wee little Todd. My little sister called me that, and my brother, and it stuck with me. It suits me.
Skirts reach on Vanya Garfai.
And the young people came in here then in their droves to practice and work on their school projects, on their second level school projects. National schools kids came in because I put a pool table down here, which kept them quiet and busy and happy, and it kept them concentrating on doing something. And they became very active and very good, and they had a lot of fun. Well, there was a fire started here in 5th of October 2003. It destroyed all the woodworking machinery and everything, and the roof went completely. Got it up and running again then, and Kate and myself then decided in 2005 to go down another route.
The doors were open at Tovershire all the time, from 10 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. 7 days a week, every day of the year, including Christmas Day if they wish. We don't close for lunch and we don't close for dinner, because that's the time people would turn up and they won't come back if they find the door locked.
I was convinced there could be something put together. So she started putting all this stuff, pictures, projects, folders, all that's here today, which is literally thousands and thousands of. So much now that we thought we would never fill the place when we started. But now we'd need twice the size again to hold what is not on display here at the moment. It's hidden away, but it's all there to be examined and to be researched. Pictures, maps, photos, old recordings. We have no end of old recordings here from people who lived here, a majority of whom are no longer with us, gone to the eternal reward. The strongest point for this centre is a research centre from the beginning. That's what it was. Study and research. And Torres Shear then means journey back. It's a journey back in time. Takes you back in time when you come in here. There's so much here and so far back to study. The biggest problem with this place is at the moment is there is not enough room to showcase and put everything out that people would want to see. There's twice as much again hidden and it cannot be brought up for lack of room. No room when it could. And it all boils down to at the end of the day to where do you get funding? Does the government see it worldly? Which in many cases like ourselves they don't, unless you're a big corporate company. They will come to meet you, believe me. But if it has anything to do with tradition, folklore, culture, archaeology, genealogy, and it's native to the area, don't bother. It doesn't have to. But that's the way things are at the moment. So,
Caroline, would you like to?
Go on.
big there,
Very big
yeah. أول برميل ما هي ده. Now my uncle is dancing there, so it must have been he's dancing, yeah. Piano accordion. Piano accordion. Going back in time, maybe up to 50 years ago, there would have been, in the barony of Erris itself, 7 different dialects, or accents if you like, of the Irish language. But unfortunately that has faded now, and we have only, at the most, 2 strong accents or dialects left. There is about 30 native, full native Irish speakers. And that's what it's at. We have less than 50 here now, in this corner. The rest of the parish then wouldn't have 50 in total. The rest of them all. The standard Irish started to be taught. It's now become a general takeaway sort of Irish, coming from somewhere afar. We would say in the old days, if you come in the door, we would say, Cechi Wilto, how are you? Now, when someone greets someone in this language, they say, Cunos Tato. Well, Cunos comes from the most southern part of this country, native to them. The word is native to them. But there's nothing on this new standardized Irish curriculum that will teach someone in that southern region the way we speak, we used to speak. They're not going to teach Cechi Wilto in the south. But yet, our learners here have to learn Cunos Tato. Why is that? Why wasn't it allowed to be left the way it was? That's where the mistakes are, and that's only just a simple example. But to keep it alive, I would like, since we are now a branch of Conradh na Gaeilge, which is the national branch of the Irish language, going back to the late 1800s when it was first started, and at the head of it in the early 1900s here was our own Henry O'Cohan and Harry Kane, just a few doors away from this building down the village, to whom we put a monument up, and we opened this branch in his memory, Harry's branch, or Creve Henry, to try and keep the dialect alive and keep it going as long as we can.
Once myself and Pap have passed, we don't know what's going to happen to this place, unfortunately, but what we aim to do is work with it until health stops us. That's all we can do.
It's like a sinking ship. There's a lifeboat there, but it's not able to take everybody. The older ones now, they won't get in the lifeboat because nobody wants to hear what they have to say. And we, in our age group, are the ones that are telling these people, you have to keep this language alive. Pass it on. Keep it going. Put more pressure on the powers that are at the moment, the powers that are there. And believe me, people are getting well paid to teach this new standard of Irish. And the ones who have the language are getting nothing. They're not getting paid even to keep it alive or speaking it.
We're very disheartening by the fact that we apply for absolutely numerous funding and we get nothing. We get very, very little, if we're lucky. That is very disheartening to both of us. But we plod on regardless. We don't give up. Because maybe one day someone will appreciate what we do.
The only hope now, I think, is the teaching fraternity, the academies, the universities, the colleges of all degrees, denominations, wherever they are. It doesn't have to be in this country. That they have students who have a personal interest in the old way of life, culture, folklore, history. There are hundreds, thousands of students out there throughout the world. They don't have to be Irish. Because at the end of the day, there's something happening in their country, wherever they came from, that once was happening here, and they've heard about too. Students like this would be a great help. Doesn't matter, like I said, what nationality. That is not an issue, not with us anyway. It's the interest, is the main concern. The comfort it gives talking and meeting someone like that. Knowing they are there. Just to put them to work. That will keep it going.
Now that my darling's name is True, the barony, her features they were famous. If we loved her, who was there to blame us? Or wasn't she the pride of Petrovore? But her beauty made us all so shy. A devil, one among us, could look her in the eye. Boys, oh boys, now that's the reason why we're in mourning for the pride of Petrovore. Oh, Eileen, oh, we had to turn the grey ever since the day you wandered far away. Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the sea, but there's none of them like the pride of Petrovore. Oh, Friday at the fair in Ballintubber, Eileen met McGrath the cattle jobber. I like to set me mark upon the robber who stole over the pride of Petrovore. Oh, he never seemed to see the girl at all, even when she overleant from underneath her shawl. Looking big and masterful, she was looking small, provoking to the pride of Petrovore. Oh, Eileen, oh, me heart is turning grey ever since the day you wandered far away. Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the sea, but there's none like the pride of Petrovore.